I'm not an actor, a singer, or a politician. I'm Herschel Walker.
He got a gun and he put it to my temple.
Put the gun right to your temple? Mm-hmm. And what did he say?
I'm gonna blow your effing brains out.
Well, I want to just say God is good.
He had the devil in him or something.
Walker did not deny he threatened his wife.
You know, this just gave Senator Warnock a much greater chance at winning re-election in November.
You know I'm the best man for this seat. I'm going to get to Washington and try to change some things.
There were other physical confrontations, including choking and multiple threats with different weapons.
You compare him to an absolute degenerate like Herschel Walker. He is a degenerate, loser, liar, fraud, domestic abuser, okay?
In 2001, with a loaded pistol in his car, he says he thought about killing a man over a trivial business dispute.
I mean, not only is he, a liar, he lied about graduating top of his class in Georgia. Well, you didn't need to do much research to find out that that was a lie, let's be honest. He's also has a violent history against women, police officers. He's talked openly about, murderous thoughts. I mean, really?
In 2001, police were called to their home in Irving, Texas. Officers reported that Walker talked about having a shootout with police. His gun was subsequently confiscated.
Not only that, it just came out recently in I believe it was an AP report, that there's questions about his role in a veterans charity, which is something that he has used as a point of his biography and his resume as something that he's done, working with veterans. Well, there's questions about the role that he played there and whether they preyed on veterans and scammed the government.
In addition to Cindy, other women have made allegations against the former football star. In 2002, a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader told police that about a year earlier, Walker had made threats to her and was having her house watched.
This is so on brand for Donald Trump and who he supports. So, you have a third-rate loser who's come back and now saying, spouting MAGA talking points. And now he's Trump's guy. Why are we surprised? But it's an embarrassment for the Republican Party.
Here's my question. Is it, though? Even with all the idiotic sound bites that we have provided to you.
I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of them wanting to teach CTR in school. At one time, science said man came from apes. Did it not? Well, this was interesting, though. If that is true, why are there still apes? Think about it.
Now you're getting too smart for it.
No.
Showing time and again how unqualified he is, and simply he will do whatever Trump asks of him at every turn. That is evidently why he has been planted in the Georgia Senate race. He is a snake oil salesman. He claimed to have a cure for COVID. Do you remember this?
Do you know right now I have something that can bring you into a building that will clean you from COVID as you walk through this dry mess. As you walk through the door, it will kill any COVID on your body. EPA, FDA approved. When you leave, it will kill the virus as you leave this here product. Then I have something, you can go and spray down this product. Do you know they don't want to talk about that?
In this interview with noted bigot Glenn Beck, the former football star implied that the government was trying to keep the miracle spray secret from the public. Currently, no known dry spray product exists for the human body that can stop someone from catching COVID. In 2020, the EPA did approve the use of liquid spray disinfectants that can kill the virus, but those were only for use on hard, non-porous surfaces, not someone's skin. The products included in EPA's list of disinfectants for use against SARS-CoV-2 are for use on surfaces, not humans, the agency said on its site. In addition, Walker refuses to say if he's vaccinated. And let's also be clear about this. To that question, if you give a non-answer, we know. You're just too big of a wimp to say it. Don't got to read too far into that one. He also takes credit for founding, co-founding, and sometimes operating a program called Patriot Support. The program, he says, has taken him to military bases all over the world. But corporate documents, court records, and Senate disclosures reviewed by the AP tell a more complicated story. Together, they present a portrait of a celebrity spokesman who overstated his role in a for-profit program that is alleged to have preyed upon veterans and service members while defrauding the government. Patriot Support is not a charity. Party. It's a for-profit program specifically marketed to veterans that is offered by Universal Health Services, one of the largest hospital chains in the U.S. Walker wasn't the program's founder either. It was created 11 years before Universal Health Services says it hired Walker as a spokesman, which paid him a salary of $331,000 last year. The $50,000 prize he earned from the Food Network did not go to Patriot support, but was instead donated to a Paralympic veterans program, and Patriot supports a name. A sprawling civil case brought against Universal Health Services by the DOJ and nearly 2 dozen states alleges that Patriot support was part of a broader effort by the company to defraud the government. So lying and deceit. There is a theme here.
We have to vote. I'm tired of listening to people saying, well, I didn't vote, but well, if you didn't vote, well, how can you have an opinion? Mm-hmm. You need to vote if you got an opinion. And I said, that's what we got to do.
A very good question. How can you have an opinion, Herschel? Well, according to conservative outlet, the Washington Examiner, Herschel Walker, the man who sucks up to an insurrectionist white supremacist president, did not cast a ballot in 2016. As a matter of fact, he hasn't voted since 2003. In a speech he gave days ago at the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame, Walker did say that he had recently been called a racial slur, repeating the word and adding, "Can you believe that?" But he went on that it was okay, because raccoons are smart animals and the Bible does not talk about black and white, just believers and non-believers. The white members of the audience cheered. The few black onlookers had a different reaction, wondering what race-blind Georgia he seemed to be referring to. Activist and sports sociologist Harry Edwards, who helped organize the 1968 Mexico City Olympic protests with Tommie Smith and John Carlos, said Walker has positioned himself into being a useful fool for those who don't have the best interests of black people or this democracy at heart. Roderick McGee attended the Hall of Fame event and said, "I can't get a brother from Wrightsville, Georgia jumping on the Trump campaign, I can't wrap my mind around that," he added. "He's a puppet on a string, and somebody's pulling those strings really good." Recently, Walker, being the in-place stooge for his party, said he backs a total ban on abortions, with absolutely zero exceptions. And when he says zero, he means zero. Spewing right-wing talking points, Walker gave this gem of a quote. He said, "I don't believe in race. I believe in right and wrong." A white Georgian who was in the crowd approved of the colorblind approach. He also said, "Reparations teach separation, and don't let the left try to fool you with this racism thing that this country is racist."
Walker is still a mashup of Marjorie Taylor Greene, Donald Trump, and Ron Johnson, the worst of what the GOP has to offer. It's almost like he was created in a lab by MAGA scientists, the perfect distillation of the GOP's most extreme and unsavory traits.
Let me be clear as we conclude. If you are in Georgia and you care about preserving democracy, plain and simple, then you will support and vote for Raphael Warnock. If you care about a woman's right to choose, you will vote for Raphael Warnock. If you do believe in free and fair elections and you do not believe in fascism, you should vote for Raphael Warnock. And please, if you can, donate to his campaign.